This video is going to be about how to plant bargain basement super cheap root bound plants. So like here is a whole bunch of plants I got super cheap. There's hardly even $15 worth of plants here, if that gives you any idea how cheap I got them. The lady that owned this greenhouse was taking off 75% because it was, July, and I think she probably knew they were all root bound. So today we're going to talk about how to plant root bound plants. So when the roots are just all growing around the insides of the pot like this right here, just try and pull them down, squeeze the sides of the pot and just pull down on the roots like that. It doesn't matter if you break them because it will just stimulate the plant to grow more. This is rosemary right here that we're planting. So just dig the hole bigger than the plant is itself and push the dirt in around it while holding it at ground level. And then put some compost around it if you can. It's not absolutely necessary. And when you get all done, water it. And so here's another one. You can see how the roots are all just around the outside of the pot. If you could cut this in half, you'd probably see that it's pretty much empty in the center of the pot. So dig the hole a lot bigger and pull the roots down with your hand as much as you can. Just squeeze the pot and then put it in the hole. Hold it at ground level while you're putting it in the hole. And then put some compost around it and water it when you get all done. And if the roots are sticking outside the pot, just pull them off. It's not going to hurt anything. Just squeeze it and pull down on the roots best you can. This just stimulates them to grow. And if you can get them all to be hanging down, that's great. And just put some compost around it, and just like this right here. And then when you get all done, water everything in real good. So just squeeze the plant to get it out of the pot. If there's roots on the bottom, pull them off. Keep squeezing and see, you can see a pot here that's really bad. It's really root bound, and it's so tight in there that you can't even pull down on the roots. So just get your pocket knife out and make several cuts around. I usually just make 4 going around the sides of the pot. Just make 4, and you can cut in pretty deep. And it's going to grow new roots. So keep it watered and put some compost in there and just loosen the roots up the best you can. And some people even cut off the bottom half of the pot, but I don't think I ever have done that much, and they seem to always do real good. So just put some compost around it and water it really good. Kind of squeeze it in the hole to get rid of all the air spaces. And then when you get all done, just water everything good. And right here, there's a little bit of fertilizer in there, and you can see it's kind of a bluish tint, but you don't have to fertilize it every time. I always water with this thing, and then I only occasionally put fertilizer in there, and it's just the easiest way I found to do it. But it's best to just water everything when you get real done. And so to recap, we have a bunch of bargain basement plants that are super cheap, but they're all root bound. So just pull on the pot of soil with your hands and pull down the roots the best you can. Squeeze it and just work it really good to loosen up the roots. And if you can't loosen up the roots, just get your pocket knife out. And I make several lengthwise cuts, at least 4 going around. And you can cut in fairly deep because it's going to grow new roots. And then just squeeze it and put some potting soil around it to give it some nice good soil. And then water it all when you're done. And that's it. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you really like this video, please subscribe and to my channel. And thanks a lot for watching.